Welcome back, Aisha. I'm really glad that you came in today. I've been looking forward to meeting with you, and I really want to take some time starting off to apologize around apologize for my attitude towards you during our last session. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I recognized that I was not empathetic or truly understanding of everything that you shared with me during your evaluation. I really only focused on ways to change your thinking or ways to get you to accept the situations that you're currently living. And I failed to really acknowledge all other aspects that are contributing to you feeling like you're drowning without a life jacket. I even recognized that I became one of those people that categorized you as angry, and I called you angry, like you mentioned, many of your friends have been doing in session. And I know that there must be much more to you than that. And I really want to take the opportunity, if possible, to get to know you better.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. I have to say I was pissed and I did think about dropping out. But this is the only place that accepts my insurance, and because my family is depending on me to help them, I thought I'd give you another chance.
I appreciate your honest feedback and the opportunity to work with me and give this another chance. I think that we both agree on your goal, which is just to feel better, right? And one thing that could be helpful is maybe we could take 10 minutes at the end of each of our sessions for feedback to make sure that we're on the same page and we continue to work as a team collaboratively. I recognize that I don't expect you to accept my apology today, but I really want to be able to demonstrate my desire to work with you and to really get you to the goal of creating this life jacket so you no longer have to feel like you're drowning.
Okay. That sounds good. To be honest with you, I'm not used to anyone asking for my feedback. So I'm not sure how comfortable I feel about it, but there's no harm. So I can give it a try. And I do like the idea of like creating something like a life jacket for myself.
Great. I really appreciate your willingness to give it a try. I'm also thinking, in addition to the 10 minutes we could take at the end of each of our sessions just to provide feedback, we can learn to really read each other's body language and be able to notice when either of us are becoming defensive or hostile, and agree on a hand signal, whether it be timeout or pause button, where we can really just stop what we're doing and be able to create space and room to be able to discuss what just happened, again, to make sure that we continue to be on the same page and work as a team. How does that sound?
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I do something like that with my brother, and I feel like it's helped us to get along a lot better.
Great. Another thing that I think could be really helpful and that I wanted to discuss with you today is the possibility for you to be able to enroll in NYP Connect. This will give you the opportunity to be able to schedule and cancel your appointments with me during my open time slots. And I'm hoping that this could empower you to have more flexibility, the flexibility that you need, and to work around your changing work schedules, or for example, in moments where you need to care for a family member. And if you like, I could even show you that today, how to sign up today.
Yeah, that would be great. Thanks for telling me about that. I feel like, by doing that, it's helping me to feel like you're starting to understand what I need.
I'm really glad to hear that, Aisha. I wanted to let you know that I also met with my supervisor to discuss ways that we could continue to support your appointment needs and attendance. And she let me know that we can really kind of work around the 24-hour notice policy as needed, considering your circumstances.
Great.
So if we're on the same page in terms of our working together, then why don't we really take some time right now and talk about ways that we are able to create that life jacket, and take some action steps towards creating that. Does that sound
Yeah, that sounds good. That might be helpful.
great? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you.
Okay.
All right. And so during your evaluation, you really talked about a lot of cultural factors that are making it challenging for you to be able to take on all of the responsibilities of being the caretaker in your home, right? And your responsibilities of having to respond to other people's needs constantly in your home as the female of your household. So I was wondering, in terms of an action plan to really address those challenges, what are your thoughts around the possibility of maybe sitting down with certain family members and different family members that you think are going to be more receptive to this conversation, and having a discussion with them around further collaboration and further supporting your responsibilities in a way that will alleviate some of that pressure for you? How does that sound to you?
I think that's doable. I could probably grab my brother maybe, and maybe my aunt, figure out who else can be helpful. I think people would be willing to sit down and talk about it.
Okay. That could be maybe kind of the first step in seeing, what comes out of these conversations and discussions to be able to provide further support for you. Okay. You also talked about challenges at work, right? And recognizing, just in the context of COVID, just how feelings of being disposable at work are really making challenging for you to be effective at work, and feeling that, you're not being supported in a way to stay safe around COVID. I was wondering if there have been ever kind of conversations with your direct supervisor around your own worries of your safety and your needs during this time, and different ways that, that where you work, your workplace, can support you in maybe meeting some of those needs to protect yourself from COVID.
Yeah, I feel like I've mentioned it to my supervisor before, but maybe I can talk to my coworkers and we could all, approach my supervisor and come up with a plan. Because it's been really hard for all of us.
So seeing that there's a possibility for you to be able to organize and really come together with your coworkers and really kind of work together to provide further systems of support for one another, or maybe even come together and really discuss about what are further ways that you can bring these concerns to leadership, right, and to people that are making the decisions, to see if there are ways that they can further support you guys around your safety needs. Okay. Does that sound doable? Is something that's realistic? Great.
I think so.
Awesome. So we could definitely take that action step as a first step and see what comes from that as well. And I also recognize, the stories that you shared during your evaluation, and just highlighting the challenges of capitalism, right? And how that has represented in your life today, and how that has contributed to your worry and stress. And I really would like to take an opportunity and take some time as well to be able to share stories with you about those who have been successful in organizing and fighting back against some of these oppressions that capitalism has provided on individuals' lives. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. I think that would be encouraging to hear about other people who have done this before. Like, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's just
Absolutely, and done it successfully, right? Or taking steps closer to their overall goal.
Yeah.
So we know that it is possible, right? Or at least get closer to what it is that you're trying to create for your life.
Yeah, good.
Right.